Vykouřila bys mi ho?
Vykouřit? No, to radši asi ne.
Třeba rukou bys mi to neudělala?
Jak jako rukou?
No, vem si, že je to třeba, já nevím, lahev od kečupu a ty se snažíš ten zbytek dostat ven.
Kečup?
No.
No, OK.
Heinz, nezapomenutelné momenty.
Píše od roku 1869.
Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. Appreciate you being here at 2:30 in the morning on Monday morning. Long story. Fell asleep in my chair basically, and I just woke up a little while ago. I gotta go pick up Mom at 11 o'clock from rehab and bring her home too, so I need to get a head shave in. I just took a shower. Last couple nights just haven't been sleeping. Like 3 hours max. Just I can't sleep. Happens every once in a while. I guess it's still a byproduct of 20 years of work, of almost 20 years of working 6B to 6A. Anyways, twig thorn, or thorn, leaf razor thorn. How are we going to say it? Thorn razor. How about that? Second use shark blade in it. Used it for a face shave once or twice. Once with a leaf blade that it came with, and I got some bad irritation off of that. So I put a shark in it, and it'll work much better. I'm going to use the Andalou Naturals Botanical Shave Cream with vegan probiotics. Coconut lime scent, and it has almost no scent. For an aftershave, I'm going to use, DJ sent me a sample of the Captain's Choice Lime Aftershave. Since it's coconut lime, we'll go with that. Yes, we'll go with that. Using my 30mm Maseto. Big brush for a big dome. You know what, let me try something here. Try kneading this stuff together a little bit. See if maybe all the scent settled or something on it. I think that's more than enough. Nope, still has no scent. Go with that. This is a Badger brush, so it might soak up all that cream. I think it did. Huh. I think I had to do this last time I used this too. Just squirt it straight on the head and then try and lather it in. Yeah, that works better. For some reason, when you put it on the brush and then you press down on the brush, it It just goes all down inside the fibers, the hairs. Let me tell you what, that feels good though. I say it almost every time. If you don't shave your head, if you ever do start, you're going to enjoy this part. This is the best part of shaving your head right here. That nice head massage you get. Okay, that should be good. I might go a little slow with this today because this is the Thorn. It is more aggressive. And I don't want to go picking Mom up with big gaping gouges in my head. Okay, let's see. All right, this was written for Sunday, even though it's Monday morning. I did this one for Sunday, but like I said, I fell asleep in my damn chair. An ice cream cone rolling machine was patented by Carl Taylor in Cleveland, Ohio. Which the significance of that was, prior to his patented rolling machine, ice cream cones were all rolled by hand. They would bake in a waffle iron, and they had waffle irons designed for ice cream cones. And they would, when they were still soft, when they came out of the press, they'd roll them. So when they cooled off and hardened, they'd firm up. And there were some people that rolled them like around a wooden dowel that was shaped that way, and they'd bake them. But not many people did that. But anyways, ice cream cones themselves, which were just wafers rolled and baked hard, like I said, date back to ancient Rome and Greece. But when they actually transitioned to being used for desserts and ice cream in particular is not 100% clear. So we're just going to do a little bit of the history of the ice cream cone, because the machine, there's really no information on the machine. I looked. Some historians point to France in the early 19th century as the birthplace of the ice cream cone. Alright, early 19th century would be the 1800s. I notice this thing does like to collect lather a little bit, though. There's an 1807 illustration of a Parisian girl enjoying a treat which may depict an ice cream cone, and edible cones were mentioned in the French cooking books as early as 1825. When Julia Archambault described how one could roll a cone from little wafers, and then in 1846 the Italian-British cook Charles Elme Francatelli, the modern cook, described the use of ice cream cones as part of larger dessert dishes. The earliest certain evidence of ice cream cones comes from Mrs. A.B. Marshall's Book of Cookery in 1888. Written by English cook Agnes B. Marshall, her recipe for cornet with cream, which is what the British call ice cream cones, they call it a cornet. Or her recipe for cornet with cream said that cornets were made with almonds and baked in the oven, not pressed between irons. That's how she did hers. So she is consequently often regarded to having been the inventor of the modern ice cream cone. So what's that splayed out? In the United States, edible vessels, because they used to make the wafers in the waffle cones into little cups, and then they put the ice cream in the little cup. You'd use a spoon to eat the ice cream out of the little cup, and then when you were done, you could eat the little cup. Sounds like fun. All right. Molds for edible ice cream cups, see, entered the scene in 1902 and 1903 with two Italian inventors and ice cream merchants. Antonio Valbona from Manchester patented a novel apparatus for resembling a cup-shaped waffle iron made for baking biscuits for ice cream. Over a gas range. The following year, in 1903, I suck at English, and then give me French and Italian and I'm screwed. Italio Marchioni from New York City patented an improved design with a break-apart bottom so that the unusual cup-shaped wafer could be created out of the delicate waffle batter. See, waffles before Belgian waffles were thinner. They were more, well, they were actually less pancake. They were thinner pancakes, is what they were. That was before Belgian waffles became a thing. I'm not saying Belgian waffles weren't around then, but they weren't as popular. Okay. It's doing a good job. It really is. At the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904, a Syrian-Lebanese concierge named Arnold Fornachou, or Chu, it's Fornachou, was running an ice cream booth when he ran out of paper cups. He noticed he was next to a waffle vendor by the name of Ernest Hamwi, Hamwi, who sold Fornachou some of his waffles. He rolled the waffles into cones to hold the ice cream. It is believed by some that although there is much dispute, to be the moment where ice cream cones became mainstream. Abe Dourmar, Doumar, and the Dourmar family of Norfolk, Virginia, hey, give myself a mohawk, also claimed credit for the ice cream cone. At 16, Dourmar began selling paperweights and other items. One night, he bought a waffle iron from another vendor, Leonidas Kestakaides. Just all these names. Let's screw with a fat guy. Let's give him names he can't pronounce. Like they ever knew I was going to be reading this, especially out loud. And he was from Ghent in Belgium, and he moved to Norfolk, Virginia. Dourmar rolled the waffle on itself and placed a scoop of ice cream on top. He began selling the cones at the St. Louis expedition. After his cones were successful, Dourmar designed and had manufactured a 4-iron baking machine. Page 2. At the Jamestown expedition in 1907, he and his brother sold nearly 23,000 cones in 1907 at the Jamestown expedition. 23,000. After that, Abe bought a semi-automatic 36-iron machine, which provided 20 cones per minute, and opened Dourmar's Cones and Barbecue in Norfolk, Virginia, which still operates at the same location to this day. From 1907 to this day. Still there. Probably still selling ice cream cones too. And in 2008, the ice cream cone became the official dessert of the state of Missouri. Ben & Jerry's makes their own cones. They don't buy from anybody else. I worked at a little restaurant on the beach, and we had an ice cream machine. We sold vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. That's all we had. And we had ice cream cones. Of course. A freaking sleeve of ice cream cones is like yay tall. They're huge. The box they come in, and how many sleeves were in there? I think it was 30 sleeves in a box. I think it was. I can't remember. But the box is like 4 feet freaking tall. In 1928, J.T. Stubby Parker of Fort Worth, Texas, created an ice cream cone that could be stored in a grocer's freezers with the cone and the ice cream frozen together as one item. He formed the Drumstick Company in 1931 to market the product. And in 1991, the company was purchased by Nestle. Now, I'm sure every one of us has had a drumstick. In 1979, now this is kind of recent. In 1979, a patent for a new packaging design by David Weinstein led to an easier transportation of commercial ice cream cones. Weinstein's design enabled the ice cream cone to be wrapped in a wax paper package. This made the cones more sanitary while also preventing the paper wrapper from peeling off during transportation or from becoming stuck to the cone. Now, I'm sure every one of us has had a frozen ice cream that was wrapped in a paper. And when you go to peel it off, you peel strips off of it. And you end up peeling 50 frickin' strips of that wrapper off the ice cream trying to get it all off so you don't eat paper. Just my normal spots. Now, I was watching a video by... That's it, on cones. That's all I got. Just thought it was interesting. Because whoever thought about, oh, I wonder when these were invented. We always just ate them and never thought about it, right? I was watching video by Dapper Shaves. He's in France. And he's a minimalist when it comes to shaving. He uses his soap, aftershave, and witch hazel. I think he uses mostly witch. I believe his aftershaves also are witch hazel based. Not all of them, but he doesn't use like witch hazel then aftershave. He just like a combination of the two. You know what I'm talking about. Some aftershaves have witch hazel instead of alcohol. But what he does with his soap, this goes back to what I was saying yesterday or Saturday with my face shave, to use a balm. His soap, and you guys know, I do a face wash after I shave, with my leftover soap. He does the same thing, but he does it for a different reason, and his reason is smart. If you have a soap with a lot of skin food properties in it, a lot of butters and oils and everything for your skin, if after you shave you just put steel on your face and soap and taken all the oils and everything off your skin, and with a razor you've taken off a very fine layer of skin, usually not that you can notice it, just you know what I'm talking about. That helps regenerate and replace the oils in your skin. If you lather with that soap, after you shave, well, that's freaking paste. That's not even soap anymore, or never made it to soap. Like I said, it just got pushed right into the brush when I put it on the brush. That's paste. That's all it is. It's like taking this straight out of the tube and smearing it on my head. But he puts that on his face. After he shaves, he takes his leftover soap, puts it on his face. Now, I would say let it sit there for like at least 30 seconds, then wipe it off to give your skin a chance to absorb some of the butters and oils and stuff. But you don't have to. You can take it off right away. That did a good job. That Thorn did a good job on a head shave. It really did. There's nothing there. I feel. Yes, I got a big smear on my glasses. I'll clean them after I get done. So, if you don't have a balm, as we talked about, and your wife or girlfriend doesn't have a balm that you can use, just use your soap. If it's a good, like most of your artisan soaps are good for this because they have the ingredients you're looking for. I mean, they're all these artisan soaps are made with butters and oils and everything. Just put that on your skin, lather your face up, let it sit for a few seconds, then wipe it off. Let your skin absorb some of those butters and oils to replace what you've just taken off. And you're not wasting soap. Don't need this. We're going straight to this. So yeah. Do that. It's a good idea. Yes, that's more lime. That's got scent to it. That's good. Ah, mucho better. Oh, that's enough. More than enough. And there is all you got to it, right there. Hang on, let me put my frickin' eyeballs back in so I can see. I didn't get it all off. I got a big smear on my glasses. Alright guys, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to try to go back to bed and try and get some more sleep. This time in my bed as opposed to in my chair. I don't know, you guys. Sometimes when I lay my head down, I could be dead ass tired. I could be yawning. I could be sitting there trying to watch a video or trying to watch a show, and all right, that's it. I'm going to bed. And I get up, I go into bed. As soon as my head hits the pillow, my mind goes like a rocket. And I don't get any sleep. And that's what's been happening the last couple of nights. I've been getting like 3 hours sleep until I passed out in the chair here for like 4.5 hours. Not my normal sleeping position or sleeping place, let me tell you that. Alright guys, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget the affiliate link if you're going to buy anything from the razor company. Use that. When that account gets $25, I get a gift card, give it back to you guys. We do a drawing for it. Don't forget the 4 channels I'll put in the description box. Check those guys out. Give them a like. Give them a sub. Let's help boost their numbers. And with that, I will say good night. And done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.